What's up, YouTube? Celebrating Nation. Hope you guys are being blessed. I know I am. Man, I just love my dream car right there. Anyway, this is a not so instant reaction video. I listened to the game live, right, on the radio, the radio version. Then I was able to watch it. I always like to watch it before I even evaluate, because what you see is different from what you hear someone else describe, right? And what I saw wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. I'm okay with a loss, right? This league, you can lose to anybody, right? It's the effort, man. That's what I'm disappointed in. We didn't show the effort. We didn't show the focus, right? And I know this week was filled with distractions, but that's no excuse, man. That's no excuse. This is the kind of loss. This loss and that Bears loss, right? These are the type of losses that when you're, coming down the road in the stretch, you need that one victory to get you in the playoffs. You need that one victory to, to get you the division, that you go back and say, that was our shot back there, And that's what I recognized. I recognized today was one of those games that we're going to regret. If we get it together. You know what I'm saying? If we get it together. So you look at the game, man. You look at the numbers, right? There's only a few columns. You look at them and you say, that tells the story. You look at other columns and you say, man, it should have been an easy victory, right? So one of the glaring things you look at, what I saw, right? The yardage was a huge difference. We had 403 yards total offense. They had 245. We had a few more penalties, right? Third downs they was a little more efficient than we were, but that's a big one. It's a lot bigger than the story tells, right? We didn't play good situational football, and I'll get to that in a minute. Passing yards, right? 286 passing yards for the Raiders, 96 for the Giants. 96 passing yards for the Giants, okay? Rushing yards, they did a lot better. Not a lot better, they did better. We had 117, they had 149. Although they did better rushing the ball, I'm very encouraged in the way Jacobs ran the ball today, okay? He actually had some daylight. He actually, he was pretty efficient on quite a few runs. And that's promising for the future. If we can get that rolling, that will help tremendously down the road. So we didn't win the battle with the Giants as far as the numbers, but I'm encouraged by what I saw, okay? First downs, we had 24 first downs to 16, right? You look at some of these numbers, you're like, wow, man, that's, should have been an easy win for the Raiders. But one column that tells the story. 3 turnovers to 1. All right. One of those turnovers led to 7 points, 6 points. Pick 6. You see what I'm saying? That's the telling column. That's the telling of the story right there. Okay. And it's a direct reflection of what I was talking about. Carr was not focused. He did not play a good game at all, right? The pick 6 wasn't as glaring, even though it cost us points, right? But it wasn't as glaring as one play I'm about to talk about. There was one play, the second interception was worse than the first one. And here's why. You had a safety playing in the middle. Now, the commentators said the safety broke well on the ball. He played the ball very well. Where it's easy to play the ball very well when your quarterback is staring down his primary receiver the whole play. That's an easy pick for the safety. So he did what he was supposed to do. In fact, if he didn't pick the ball off, he should have gotten points taken away from him. That's how horrible it was. In that situation, your quarterback is supposed to look off his primary receiver. He went to the right, okay? He should have looked to the left just for a second or two, give the safety the illusion that he's looking at another receiver, and then go back to his primary receiver. The guy actually beat his guy, and he could have got a nice game. Very good game. But Carr was not focused. He locked in on his primary receiver the whole route, so the safety made a great break and got an easy pick. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about, right? These receivers were not getting good separation. Now, I want to look at the film a little bit closer when the All-22 come out, because I want to see what kind of separation these receivers were getting. Because initially, I didn't see a lot, you know. And then when they were open, Carr was missing some of them, you know. I just don't know, man. It just didn't play a good game. It was not a very good game at all. And it is extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. And you know, if we get this thing together, right? If we get this thing together, we have a good chance of doing everything that we wanted is still in front of us. But we got to turn the corner, man. Now, if you just want to say, hey, look, we've had too many distractions, let's wipe our hands of the season, let's, pack it up, okay, then fine. But don't talk about we are focused. Don't talk about, we're still in this thing. Because you're not showing it. Not in the performance you had today. Every category, you had issues. We missed a chip field goal. Okay? That would have made a difference in the game. I already showed you the offense. I described how they wasn't focused. Right? We moved the ball, but we had to settle for field goals. We couldn't get touchdowns. You win in this league by getting touchdowns, not kicking field goals. Okay? So we wasn't efficient. Despite the numbers, we were not situational football. Okay? We were not good on third downs. And we were not able to punch these drives and get touchdowns. We had to settle for too many field goals. Okay? Off defense. Couldn't get the guys off the field when it was important. We let them get too many third downs. They was able to run the ball on us when they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have been able to run the ball the way they did. But they was able to. So every phase of this football team has to look at themselves in the mirror and say, we didn't do well. We didn't do well at all. So, look, I consider this as the halfway of the season. I know some teams went beyond halfway, but for the Raiders, this was the halfway mark. And in essence, the way I evaluated or the way I predicted it was going to go, we right on pace. Okay, this is how I saw it. Right, we actually got an extra victory in the first quarter. I thought we was gonna go 2-2. We went 3-1. Okay, this quarter I predicted we was gonna go 3-1, and we went 2-2. So we on pace, right? But here's the big but. Some teams we have coming up, I had predicted us having some, not easy, but some better victories, some better chances for victories. We're going to have to fight. So we got Kansas City next, right? That was going to be a tough game. We always knew that. The Bengals, I thought that was going to be a winnable game for. I thought that was going to be a game that we can kind of chalk up, right? Despite the way the Bengals have been playing the past few weeks, hey, that's going to be a battle, okay? Then you got the Cowboys, I thought we would be able to handle the Cowboys. I don't know now. Cowboys didn't look good today, but who knows how we're going to look in 3 weeks, okay? Then we got the Washington football team, right? So I predicted 3 wins out of this quarter. We're gonna have to fight for that. We're gonna have to fight hard for that. You know? So if this team is just wash their hands of the season, then so be it. Fine. Okay? But you have everything in front of you. And if you're determined to make it, you're determined to do something with this season, gotta turn it around. Now we got some help. All right. I was very happy to see we got DeSean Jackson. Despite my disappointment in the game, we actually got some good news. Right? Now, it may take a few weeks before the guy actually get acclimated to the team and really makes a difference. Hopefully he can make a difference next week, but that would be a bonus. You gotta think it would take a few weeks for him to actually get on pace and actually, you know, make a difference for us, right? But that was a good pickup for us. I'm glad we was able to do that. I think DeSean is going to really be able to stretch this field. Perhaps he can draw some of those defenders away from underneath routes, and hopefully make a play here and there on those deep routes, right? Hopefully that's what happens, right? But something has to change. This game right here really, really put a damper on my expectations for this team. And look, man, I got to deal with some Giants. You might think I'm really, really disappointed, man. I'm, a loss. Hey, why you so down, Ready, Kev? But y'all don't understand, man. I got to face some Giant fans that I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to face these guys, right? I should be able to walk and hold my head up high and talk some trash. Now I got to eat some damn humble pie. And it ain't right. And I'm pissed. Sports pissed. I ain't real pissed, sports pissed, But I'm pissed. And it ain't right. I shouldn't have to do all this. Y'all disappointed me, man. So look, I'm in this video by simply trying to get some optimism, right? Like I said, we got everything in front of us. We got a nice signing in DeSean Jackson. I have faith that we can turn this thing around. I have faith in my team. I believe in my team. And I see what we can do. We can be a special team this year, but they have to want it. And today, they didn't look like they wanted it. So that's my evaluation of the first half. That's my evaluation of this disappointing game. Let's look forward to Kansas City. We'll go over that later on during the week. So, guys, like always in my videos, man, you guys take care of each other. You guys love each other. And you guys be blessed. Raider Kev in his disappointing day. Go Raiders. Oh, whatever. Peace.